you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. I am living the dream.
Another day in paradise. You know that, man. You
Yes.
definitely know that.
So, the NFL schedule is coming out on Thursday?
Wednesday or Thursday, yeah. There's
Wednesday.
little bits and pieces coming out.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard anything?
Not real. I've heard bits and pieces. I know Cleveland's playing Dallas week 1 at 4:15. Philly's playing in Brazil in week 1.
Yes.
And then, so the New York Giants have their 100-year anniversary. So do you think you'll be on yet another week 1 Sunday Night Football game?
Probably. Okay, I saw an article that said what we know about the NFL schedule so far. See, we're just repurposing. Okay, here it is. Here's the games. All right, so we know that week 1 is Baltimore. The Ravens will be playing Kansas City on Thursday, September 5th. That's the kickoff, right? So should be a good game. Isn't that a rematch of the
wildcard game?
Yes.
Well, not the wildcard game. This is a rematch of just Kansas City.
I don't know. Yeah. The Ravens didn't make it to the AFC, did they?
Yeah, Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City. Baltimore. They made it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rematch of the AFC Championship game. Jesus. Yep. And then the Eagles will be playing the Green Bay Packers in Brazil, in Sao Paulo.
Neither of them can apparently wear green.
Yeah,
because of the rivalry with one of the football teams.
It's ridiculous.
All you have to do is throw some money around. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like, remember when Brazil, they banned alcohol, and like the UAE had banned alcohol too? Throw some money around with like that.
I like how the UAE banned gay people from their whole country. But then they were like, you know what? If you're gay, just come. You know, you don't have to just be gay. It's cool.
Well, what probably happened was some of the higher ups are probably bugging each other in the back. So that's why this stuff happens.
And then they banned anyone being critical of them because that one reporter was really critical of them, and then they just killed him. You know,
they do that everywhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, he just happened to die while he was there.
Yep.
Yeah, just completely. You know, nobody else opened their mouth after that shit. I'll tell you that much.
Because it just happened randomly. It's like, wait, aren't you supposed to be on assignment in Qatar? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys at Cleveland Browns Sunday, September 8th. We don't know if they're saying that's the 8 p.m. game.
I thought that was a 4:15.
Nope, it's saying right now the NFL, when they said it says, oh no, you're right. No, it is. You're right. It's not the Sunday night game.
Because they're looking at
I misread the
Giants as the potential Sunday night game.
Yes. And then week 1 will be, for the Monday night game, will be Aaron Rodgers giving it another go
against Leonard Floyd.
Yep.
The guy that tore his Achilles. Now, can we get Anthony Barr on that team? They can double team him, so not only tear his Achilles and they also break his collarbone.
That would be amazing.
That would be brilliant.
That would be such a jet.
Go get Dwayne Brown. Have him as your starting left tackle. I know you just drafted Olafashonu. You got Tyron Smith. Go.
They should just get a traffic cone as their left tackle, and then that way it'll assure that good old A-Rod will be injured to shit in one snap. And who's their backup? Who's the
Tyrod Taylor? Who's going to get injured on the next play?
Yep. That's such a jet thing that's going to happen. All right, so week 2, we got the Bengals versus the Chiefs. That's a Joe Burrow versus Patty Mahomes matchup. And we also have Bills Dolphins already as the first official Thursday night football game. And that's all we know. So the full schedule comes out on Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we will find out who, what, when, where. How does my mic sound, everybody?
It sounds good, man. Sounds good this week.
Yeah,
no crazy stats.
I've learned the trick. I need to use Chrome as the browser and then make sure that Firefox is completely closed. Like, for some reason, Firefox is better to record with, and then Chrome is better to broadcast with, but I can't use my iPhone camera on this shit. But anyways, yeah, maybe should we do a stream for the schedule release? You want to
If
do
you want to, man, we could do something
it
like
here?
that. We can do a
Yeah.
little talk. Yeah, why not?
All right.
I'm cool with that. I
Yeah.
don't think I have
It'll
anything
be
planned
quick.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it'd be like a 30-minute video, or a 30-minute little quick reaction,
What time does that release? Around 7 o'clock?
8 p.m.
8
in the
p.m.?
PMs.
8 p.m.? Yeah, I'm cool with 8 p.m.
Okay. All right. Other than that, we got Caitlin Clark making her debut on Thursday. A lot of hate going into the Caitlin Clark thing from other WNBA players. I think one coach was like, she's getting too much attention. And then another player, I forget who, said it's because she's white, which
No.
it's because she can ball. It's
Yeah,
like the equivalent of saying,
like, if Sabrina, like, you have to remember, if Angel Reese had the sort of like season she had, she would be hyped to hell up too. So trust me.
I'm saying
like,
it's because Caitlin Clark.
This is more eyeballs in the WNBA than it's ever had, and it's like lifetime. And
Ever.
may actually lose less money than it has previously. So
yes,
I mean they need Caitlin Clark.
Do you think that when the season starts, they have a goal? It's like, all right, we're gonna only lose this much money, and then like one guy's like, what if we lose like double that? Will we have hit our goal?
It's a tax write-off for the NBA. It's the only reason why it survives. Leaf, I'm looking to do one every round. So if Hurricanes Rangers goes Game 7, I'm streaming that one. I'm hoping for a reverse sweep.
I'm just the tax write-off. It's like a fallacy. It doesn't help your business to just write off. Like it's you don't want to ever lose money. Like it doesn't.
Well, that's the NBA. Like it's a write-off. Like they just use it as like a charitable.
Well, you spent the money. You're losing money. It doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, I get it.
The WNBA has been bleeding hundreds of millions of dollars in its lifetime.
It's like saying that you're an ethical company, or you're like, you spend all this money to say that you're an ethical company when really you're not even. It means nothing. It's just bullshit. So the NBA subsidizing the WNBA, yes, it makes them look good, but they're still losing money. Doesn't matter that it's a tax write-off. But yeah, it's a great thing to have so that young girls can grow up and imagine playing something professional. Unlike, young men, we don't get to grow up and become fashion models or run supermodels.
Oh, don't worry.
Name a male supermodel.
Tom Brady.
He's not a supermodel.
Fabio.
That's the one guy. How many female supermodels can you name? Giselle Bundchen, Adriana Lima, Emily, what's her name? Jimmy G. All right, fine.
Yeah, Jimmy G is definitely a model.
Yes. Anyways, name a female porn star. You can go on and on and on, but name one male porn star.
Ron Jeremy.
You went with Ron Jeremy. Okay. The Hedgehog.
Dude, everyone
Isn't he like accused of rape?
Yeah, he's accused of sexual harassment and rape. Yeah, he's been arrested a couple times.
Yeah. Everyone's going to say Johnny Sins, right? Yeah, Kate Upton is a female supermodel. Yep, good old Johnny Sins.
Kate Upton is hot. Justin
Henrik Lundqvist is very handsome, but he was a goalie. No one would you wouldn't know who Henrik Lundqvist is.
People still have magazines these days? Come on, man.
When's the last time you opened a magazine?
Probably at a doctor's office.
You have your phone, or were they like?
Yeah, but I felt like I just saw something there. I just was curious.
Actually, there's like a couple of good, like funny, like toy magazines. Magazines are still good. I just haven't picked one up in a long time. I haven't actually bought one in a long time. They're really expensive too. Like one magazine's like $15 now, because it costs a lot to print that shit. But I guess you could read it in the car when you're driving, if you're on a road trip or something. When's the last time you bought a newspaper?
Bought a newspaper.
Yeah, like bought it at the store and then like took a shit with the huge fucking news. Like just opened up. Like when I was a kid, when I was 13, that was a daily thing. Like I had to run to get the newspaper and read all the sports scores. Like I didn't even know what happened, right? Like you just like, oh, the Mets played last night and you had no idea. And then if you were lucky, look at my dog just emerge from the background there. He
sees the newspaper. He needs something to poop on.
Yeah. When was the last time you bought a newspaper?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, usually if it's newspaper, it's subscription based. So like usually when we had newspaper, we used it for like stuff in like a kitchen for our dog to shit on. Like that's.
I haven't even seen. So my grocery store doesn't even have newspapers on display for sale.
Neither of ours. Yeah, you see them you see the free ones like in the city every once in a while at the convenience stores. You'll see them, but not in regular stores. Most of the time, they've converted to online.
Yeah, there's so much hate on newspapers now because it's you're killing trees.
It's not even killing trees. It's just nobody reads them anymore. Why should I wait for a newspaper when I can get it online immediately?
Right, when I can get fake, half-baked news reports right on my Twitter feed. Right. I don't have to wait for facts or anything like that. I can just, some guy down the street tells me what happens. Two idiots are like, hey, schedule's coming out. And now you have the information. Sky Guy says his stepmom gets newspapers for the puzzle games. Well, I mean, you can just buy a puzzle book. You can play Wordle. All right, let's attack these supers.
Yes, sir.
Before we die.
There's just an update on the Arena Football League. They're growing to 10 teams now. So
when are they scheduled to start playing?
They played for 3 weeks. It's week 3, and the problem is the schedule only goes up to week 4. Like a bunch of teams have already folded. It's a fucking shit show.
This is worse than the AAF.
Dude, the AAF at least survived for a bit. Like the football itself,
there was no championship game. The AAF,
they fucked
week
off.
7 or something.
Yeah, but this is week 3. They've already nobody knows where the original commissioner is. He's been AWOL for weeks.
So this is the Fire Festival of football leagues?
Pretty much.
Oh my God.
It's fucking bad. If you look up, I have this long ass thread on Twitter, and I just go into these deep rabbit holes of just endless shit, and it's like, what the fuck? It's
I've read that. Yeah, UFL is kind of terrible.
Oh, dude, Leif, the AFL video is coming. I'm editing it right now, hoping to release tomorrow. But the problem is, stuff keeps getting added. I was doing the vocals last night, and then they find out Jeff Fisher is going to be your new commissioner. Lee Hutton's nowhere to be found, and Lee Hutton's wife Diana's blaming a grand conspiracy about how the Minnesota Myth is being sabotaged to try and overthrow the Huttons. And it's you were alleged of not feeding and paying players. How is that a conspiracy?
Well, if Jeff Fisher is there, that means the league will go 7-9 for sure.
I mean, honestly, 7-9 is a lot better than what they've been doing.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I mean,
the only league that's ever survived that was an alternative to the NFL was the one that was subsidized by the NFL, which was the World League. And that lasted how many, 6 or 7 seasons? You got Kurt Warner came out of the World League.
Actually, he came out of Arena League, but
no, Warner played for the Barcelona Dragons.
Yeah, he played briefly, but he
also played in
Iowa Barnstormer.
Yes, he was an Iowa Barnstormer, of course. That's the thing is you can't go too big with these promotions. But again, you're trying to pay all these salaries and you're looking for seed funding and shit, and it just doesn't happen. You need some fucking balls out investor to make it work. Not every story is like the UFC.
Yeah, but the problem is, with Lee Hutton, he rushed it way too fast. He was trying to push it in 15 months, 16 teams. He has a bunch of different teams he was trying to go for. What he was hoping for is that the AFL name would carry him, and it felt like one big MLM scheme where it's he was just hoping a bunch of investors would come in, he'd get a cut of it, and not many did, and he got left holding the bag.
Oh,
So they did get 16 teams, but they had to bring in a bunch of different franchises from smaller towns in like the Midwest and Great Plains. So you have like 3 teams in Kansas. You have a team in Salina, Dodge City, Rapid City, South Dakota, and Billings, Montana.
Sounds rough, man.
Yeah, and you wanted to have teams in like Phoenix, Chicago, like Arizona, Ohio, like Columbus. Like, what?
Yeah, so it's not working. Let's just get that out of the way. It's just not working.
No, Darian, Antonio Brown, like he's not owning this team. The Albany Firebirds are actually competently run because the old owner, Mike Quarter, I believe, is running that team. And they were competently run before AB came in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. You start with the soups.
I will do. JFKH, I'm almost 21 and have no ideas on where to go in the future. Any encouragement? 5.
All right. I want to tell you this. JFK, right? I don't know if you're in school. Are you what's it called? A NEEM, not in education.
Neat,
yes. Not in
non-employed, educated, or trained.
Yes. Now I want to go ask yourself, like, what do you love to do, right? That doesn't feel like work, right? Where you're just like, I love doing that. It could be playing video games. It could be playing music, right? It could be sports, right? And then kind of work back from there to think, okay, if I can get motivated to do something in that field, then you should do that. Like, I think a lot of times when people are lost at that age, it's because you don't have something that you feel like you can do. And so if it's smoking weed, then become a cannabis grower. Like, think about whatever it is that you love doing that you can get up and do without having someone yell at you to do it, then you should try to get into that field. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Or just get a college degree and then find out, just do a miserable job and then work in some education field or something, and then work a government job and go on vacation for 2 weeks out of the year. And that'll be your happy time when you're not thinking about, sticking your head in an oven. So you could go that route too, but at least it's a job.
I mean,
I would say chase your passion. Forward. That's what we kind of both accident. Like, I was the same age. I was 21, didn't know what I wanted to do. And I said, I'm only good at art. That's the only thing I want to do. So I went and got my art degree, and it opened up pathways to different things. That's all I'm saying. You'll find your way. Whatever it is that you are supposed to be, it's inside you. You will make it. That's all.
Life is weird. Sometimes life will find a way. Florida just scored, by the way, so it's tied at 1. But still, it's. I mean, that's just how life goes. Like, it took me a while to figure out what. No, your Rangers are. I mean,
they won the reverse 3 games where you didn't feel good, right? And then game 4 they pretty much had, and they gave up that late goal, and then
late goals, and then game 5 it just like
they just got their asses kicked. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens when they go back to MSG in game 6.
Yeah. Well,
Carolina still has a lot of pressure on them.
I was really considering going to that game. It's on Thursday, but I'm not going to go. I was really considering that.
I mean,
but anyways,
I hear Raleigh's a really fun town. Never been, but
I've been. It's fun. It's definitely fun. It's college town. NC State is down there.
NC State. Like, the only place I've been to North Carolina is Greensboro for the airport and Burlington for the baseball games.
Yeah. The Lim Report Spurs fans, your sit meme song play after today. I don't get that. Unchained America over under. It's not going bad this time, okay?
I'm surprised it hasn't. It's gone well so far.
It's going well.
Christopher Bodden, high five and tree. Missed you live last week due to watching Fallout with family. Dude, there's no don't feel bad about missing us. Like, we're just a bunch of schmucks.
We are two.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that family's a lot more important than this shit.
We are terrible people. We talk about jacking off and shit. And
you're a terrible
fat
person,
chicks.
Whatever. Great show. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And seen Kentucky Fried Movie. Five's punishment is recreating the Take Him to Detroit, but it being New York. Go Chief. No, yours is take him to the shed. And then
Ooh,
you're
I
like,
have a
yes,
question.
I get to jack off.
This will not be a dirty question. What's the tallest girl you've ever dated?
Ooh, probably like 5'11".
Same
Around
here.
my height.
Same here. Chat, answer the question. Tallest girl you've ever dated, and list your height if appropriate. I'm around 5'11". You
I
are
am
almost
actually
6 feet. You're about 6 feet, Tree. Stop lying. So if a girl is 5'11", you're actually taller than her. 6 foot. Like if you're 6'4", you should date a girl that's 5'10", because there are some fine ass 5'10s. There's some fine ass 5'10", 5'10" women, and I see them all on dating sites, and I feel bad for them because every dude out there is lying that he's 5'10", and he doesn't want to get called out by a woman who's like a woman who's 5'10" does not want to lie that she's 5'10". Like she's probably even lying that she's probably 5'11" and is lying that she's 5'10". Anyways. Tree's editing or tweeting.
Yep. I'm just I found out something from the Philadelphia Soul. Like,
oh, more shit is happening. What now? What did you find out?
Well, I am just gonna put out that
you're gay.
Well, I mean, you're gay, but okay. This is the Philadelphia Soul's reaction to the revelation that's happened over the past hour. It is this meme.
What?
This is the official
Who's
Philadelphia
gone?
Soul tree. Lee Hutton. Lee Hutton's gone. Jeff Fisher's installed. This is why they're doing it. This is the official account because, like, they got fucked over. Let me tell you about the Philadelphia Soul.
Yeah,
they had no workers' comp. They had no personal trainers. They had one-way flight tickets to their week 1 match against Louisiana. Nobody was getting paid. They got booted out of a Super 8 motel in the middle of the night, I believe, because they didn't pay the hotel. The head coach fucked off immediately thereafter. Nearly every single player got fired or pretty much got kicked out because they demanded payment. And they played their week 1 game and maybe their week 2 game with a team called the Dallas Falcons out of the AAL2. They played with a minor league team imitating the Philadelphia Soul.
The Dallas Falcons. Meanwhile, the A7FL, that's the league with no pads. Like, they've been around for like 6 years, 5 years. Like, because they're so low budget that they just, they can survive. They don't need much money. These other leagues are fucking up. Maybe the A7 takes over at some point. They over there healthy. Where we at?
We are on SN Drag Racing Films. To think that if the Dallas Stars didn't blow game 1, they would have swept the Avalanche. What are your picks for the Stanley Cup Final? Dude,
don't ask me
the Avalanche
that.
the Avs are getting piped. Dude, like whatever could go wrong for them they are getting mauled. Dallas is just out talenting them. They're out depthing them. They're out skating them. They're out grinding them. They're out scoring them, out shooting them, out everything. Your best forward, Val Nichushkin, he's probably never going to be an Av again. He might not be in the NHL again.
What did he do?
He failed another drug test. He's suspended for 6 games.
Wow.
Or 6 weeks or 6 months. Like, he's in stage 3. Like, remember last year? He was in there. They found a hotel with like a Russian prostitute who was unconscious and
sounds
drunk.
Good. Sounds like a fun time.
And Nichushkin, like, he's done. Like,
so
that's grounds for termination.
Who was the LA King that got?
Slava Voinov. He beat his
Slava
wife.
Voinov. Yeah,
like he beat that was the point.
He beat her with like an inch of her life, and then they tried to like. So what's his name? All Mitchell Miller did was make fun of some retarded kid.
No, it was a lot more than that.
No, I know.
I mean, that dude should have gotten a business degree. If he just did that, no one would have given a shit. That's the sad reality.
I'm fucking with you.
I really don't give a shit. You can fuck with me whatever you want.
I'm just saying, I don't think that, like, okay, what Mitchell Miller did was awful, right?
It was pretty shit. It was shitty. It was very
He's
shitty.
apologized to the kid, though. I don't know if
Well,
he's
apparently he wasn't sincere about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he hasn't come out and like had a statement where he was sincerely sorry about it, though. Like that's all he would have to do, and he could play in the NHL. Like,
I mean,
there
apparently
must be more to it than that. He's just a
he got
bitch.
tried in juvenile court because of it.
Jesus,
Like it was that bad. So like, I mean, apparently, like I've gotten DMs before. It wasn't just him; it was like the entire school against that kid. But it was just like, it was just like he was like the ringleader. That's the problem, and like everything was just fucked. Oh, Boston just scored, and Bobrovsky's looking for a challenge, but Charlie Coyle looks like he got the goal.
The Rangers, the Rangers have got to, if they can advance, they've got a good chance. I think Florida probably presents the worst matchup. If the Rangers need to obviously win Game 6 or whatever, but the finals, to predict the finals, that's going to be tough, man. I don't even know what we're talking about here. Okay, anyway. I think Taylor Swift goes to about 6 games next year. Did Travis Kelce propose to her? Are they engaged?
No.
Okay. I think at one game or something, like he's gonna propose to her, right? Like that's coming. Like they're gonna get engaged and like have a child. That's gotta happen, right?
Well, I mean, dude, if they have that kid, it's gonna be the finest legs on a human being.
Yes, very much. Oh, you really like Travis Kelce's legs, huh?
You like Travis Kelce's legs. I'm talking more about T Swizzle's legs.
Nah, Travis Kelce's got some nice legs. I would hit. Anyways, all right. Next super chat.
Let's see. Well, John Ratcliffe, this Jets season may last maybe 1 quarter in San Fran. At least the hype dies quick again. Being a Jets fan is brutal and not fun right now. Florida's challenging the goal. Dude,
is it ever fun? When is it fun
Florida
to be a Jets fan?
Is denied this goal, and they allowed the goal from Game 4, where Sam Bennett pretty much cross-checks a defender in his own net. Like, this is ridiculous. Or is this for offsides? I'm not sure what's going on.
What's going on with Harrison Butker, Shortle?
Well, Harrison Butker, like he had a speech at a college. People are flipping out over that.
Oh, was it a little racist?
Well, he was talking about like
was it Republican or something?
Yeah, it was like more about like about
so you can't have beliefs. Okay.
Well, here's the thing: it's Twitter's going off about it, so it is like.
So it must have been
to
good.
me. It's just like he was at a Catholic college, so.
So
people are talking about your kicker. It's like, no, that kicker could still beat the shit out of you.
So he must have had some valid points. If people are pissed off, he must have said something okay. I'm just fucking with you. I don't know what he said. I don't know. I'm just saying, if someone's offended,
I haven't seen the speech.
If someone is offended, then maybe, Nah, he probably said some racist shit, right? He's a racist. Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know.
Twitter goes off on everything. That's what I'm just saying.
So
I don't know. I don't know what he said. If someone would get me a transcript of what he said, I can interpret it. Like, I've got opinions. I don't really care. Anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they might lose the stick. They might call this no goal.
Really?
Maybe.
Goalie interference?
Yeah, but that high stick was against.
Oh, did you see the play? Panarin got held behind the fucking net, and they didn't even call anything.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. But the Rangers gave up 4 goals in the 4th period. That's pretty bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Justin Tucker is the greatest kicker ever. I get it. Mm-hmm. Goal stands.
Good. That does, because like the stick, the Florida Panthers player lifted his own stick.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if Boston got disallowed that goal, that city would have rioted, especially after Game 4. Jesus Christ. Game 3 too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Crew Kid
Ekman Larson lifted his own stick.
Crew Kid 52. I think the Bees are getting Campbelled with the Marchand hit, and Shanny should have been out of Toronto last year for dropping his nuts on Duba's face.
I mean, he should be
fun.
out right now. I mean, his final gambit was. I'm surprised they didn't get rid of Sheldon Keefe last year, considering that him and Dubas were tied.
He's getting fired. He's getting fired.
Oh, he already is fired.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, here's the thing that I always thought. It's like they're going to scapegoat Mitch Marner for this. Yet in reality, high-end talent was the only reason they went that far to begin with.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like
they have Tavares.
Year, it's like, well, it's not just Tavares. Like, Tavares is 1 year left in his deal. They're talking about, oh, blow up the court. You can't. You've already extended Nylander. You extended Matthews. You can't do anything. I mean, you have a few contracts coming up, but it's just like, unless you have a stable goaltender, good luck. And, I mean, Joseph Wool, he's probably a starter. Is he elite? I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to have an elite goaltender to win. I mean, was it the Avs won with
Darcy Kemper?
Yeah, like Kemper's not like
he's starting caliber.
He's not a Vezina winner, you know. Like Jordan Binnington won a cup.
Year.
Yeah, I mean Matt Murray won too.
Well, Matt Murray was really good in his rookie year.
He was good in the playoffs, yes, but like he was not like. I mean, he was just solid, right?
He tapered off very hard. Injuries did it too.
He's not a guy that's going to Marc-Andre Fleury you to a win. Like Matt Murray was just solid. He was like a solid.
No, Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm going to correct this record immediately. That dude lost a lot of games between 2010 and 2015. That dude was a meme. Like, there's an old picture of like Marc-Andre Fleury not stopping a beach ball. He was that bad.
And then he would turn it on, though. Then he would become Marc-Andre Fleury again, and then you'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then he would go.
He had that good run in the playoffs where he saved the bacon a couple times, but it's just I did not expect that out of him in Vegas. I did not.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Rams and Lions week 1 Sunday night football? I think the Giants will get that because it's the 100th. Yeah. Sorry, I yawned. Let's go UW. Aaron Rodgers' leg has the chance to do the funniest bit. If he gets hurt in week 1 again, bring the Jets more pain. What if it's the left leg this time? Oh, this one's good. Joseph Naharian. Paul Skeens' debut deserves the greatest game treatment. Speaking of Skeens, he looks like a stud. It's a shame the Pirates bullpen hurt his numbers. Now baseball has the Kelsey, Swift. They have Skeens and Livy Dunn. So good for
my favorite part about that Skeens debut. He plays this great game. Your bullpen can't throw a fucking strike. Kyle Nicholas, hit batter, walk. Fleming comes in, walk. Game's tied, and then a massive rain delay comes, and even like the weather's sick of that shit. I don't know how the fuck the Pirates won that game. I don't.
Did Chapman get the save? Like
I think Bednar got the save.
That is your strategy from here on out, as Skeens and Chapman just gas the entire
Chapman
game.
has not done well. David Bednar he's done poorly too. Like something's wrong with him.
You have no pen.
Well,
no
I
pen.
mean,
the Mets are sucking too.
Pen, but it's just like the starting rotation, like Jared Jones has been really good. Mitch Keller's been very good too. Martin Perez has been really solid, but it's either like nobody can hit. Your best hitter right now is Connor Joe, but you're somehow lingering around 500, but it's been like a really disappointing year.
Yeah. Justin Ziegler. Tree, thoughts on Russell Wilson and Steelers versus Kirk Cousins and the Falcons week 1?
Ooh. That I'm definitely streaming that one. I like to stream week 1, and hopefully it'll go better than last year's week 1 where you got mauled by the 49ers.
Fives, thoughts on the Phillies and Mets series so far. Mets got shut out by Aaron Nola today. They were bad. He had a perfect game going for most of the game. They blew the game last night. They were up 4-3, and then Edwin Diaz fucking hit. I think he hit Riamoto. Alec Bohm on the hand on his back. So he like check swinged and got hit on his knuckle, which is like, the hand is part of the bat.
That hurts like hell.
It does, but like, so then they called it as hits batsman.
I mean, that is a hit by pitch. You technically did hit the skin.
Yeah. And then they ended up losing.
Like if you even hit like a little bit of jersey, they call that a hit by pitch.
Yeah, well, can't go inside. You got to throw in the strike zone. So, yeah, it's not like the pitch was right down the middle and it hit his hand. It was up. The only
thing if you're pitching inside, you're hoping the dude tries to pull it and misses.
Diaz doesn't have many saves because he doesn't have many opportunities this year. The fucking Mets have sucked dick. Dodgers Zion, my swag is turned on. Watch this space. Exciting things are happening. Yep, we talked earlier.
Yep.
Will Bronlick. That is the most German name I've ever heard. So German. If the Bills fall short again, do you think Josh Allen will want out? No.
He's already paid. I think the thing is, like, he enjoys it in Buffalo. I don't think that he's going to want out. He's not that kind of dude.
No. They've got to make the team around him. It's not like a situation. Well, maybe it could be like a Matthew Stafford thing, but I don't think he's that good, right? Like,
well, Josh Allen, he has talent. The problem is he's very inconsistent. Like, Josh Allen's Josh Allen.
Will Bronlick has confirmed that his name is German. Thank you.
Oh, breakaway double save by Bobrovsky on
nice
on Jake DeBrusk and Trent Frederick on a shorthanded break. Jesus.
Big shot, Bob.
I'm gonna go bathroom real quick.
I go bathroom real quick. I go bathroom. Here. This is what I'm gonna do while he's gone. This is what every week I change my aligners and I get this thing and then I have to take pictures out of my cheese and I have to put it in like this. And it's so I should have to do the show like this for the rest of the show. Hello, everybody. Can I read all the super chats with this thing in my mouth? I actually can't say can I say all right, let me read the next super chat with this. This is from Negadoer. Tree, which Steelers home game do you think will be the best to see in person this season? I'm gonna answer for Tree. It's gonna be Steelers Ravens, and it's gonna be awesome. It's so good. Everyone, show out to Steelers Ravens. What is going on here? This is Heart on the Stream, everybody. This is the show. No, every week I have to put these in, and then I have to saying the word. I can't say it. I can't say P. I can't say P with these fucking things in here. Okay, I'll stop.
You can't say P? Really?
No, I can't say the word P.
No peeing?
Tree has no idea what happened.
I mean, well, I have an idea. You had like little Invisaligns on. I have my headphones on. I'm hearing you the whole time.
Anyways, yeah. 5 Arrow Flambe says, "Oh, which Steelers home game are you looking forward to next?"
Ooh, I mean, dude, any AFC North games usually pretty good. Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati, they're always big games.
Some guy gets drunk and falls asleep in the seating bowl down there. Remember that video of that guy in Cleveland that's just like falling asleep? He's like so fucking pissed drunk. That's like every fucking Yinzer as well, but he's in like a tank top. He's like in a Steelers tank top.
Let me see if I can find that picture
of the guy.
Yeah, of the guy washing his pants in the sink.
Oh, yeah. Arrow Flambe, 5 giving bettors advice to 90% of parents and adults. So often people just find something to study instead of letting their passions guide them. Yeah, see, that's I don't know. Some people do it and they have very successful careers, and you know, it's not always about doing what you love. You know, sometimes you should do what you're good at. And that's good advice too. Like if you're really like, dude, there are athletes that play football or play in the NFL don't even like football. You know, they just do it because they're good at it.
They do it because of a job. I mean, look at Anthony.
Uche
does it because of a job.
Yeah. Well, Uche and other players would say that there were guys in the locker room that just didn't even give a fuck, and they're just like, you know, it's hard for us to believe that because, you know, a lot of us would kill for that level of talent, but some people have it and they're just like, you know, I don't really care. James Lindsley, Suns fired Frank Vogel only to hire Frank Vogel 2.0. Help me make sense of this. Who did the Suns hire? to replace Frank Vogel. They just want different voices. Like none of the systems change in NBA. Like none of the. I mean, I guess maybe only a couple of coaches have successfully run the triangle, right? Steve Kerr,
Yeah.
Phil Jackson.
Well, Phil
They got
Jackson,
Mike Budenholzer.
Budenholzer.
Yeah.
They found him at a bar in Phoenix. Yeah, this is.
Oh yes, that is perfect. That's you right there.
No, that's you, man. That's
No.
your build.
I like how he's got the Jerome Bettis jersey on too. Like, hold on, let's get the dude. I've never been happier. Dude pooped his pants and is waning them in the sink. Steeler football is back.
Sometimes you got to shit your pants, dude. That is peak Steeler football.
Why would you wash them?
That's also peak Steeler football.
That's also a nice shit stain in a pair of khakis right there.
Right.
Matt fucking Canada. Christopher Bunn, and I listened to the show next day at work in my earbud. Been with a 6 foot tall girl. Lots of CB punishments to get done. Take him to the Jets for 5. Well,
no, not the Jets. No, please. Anything but that.
Jonathan Hill, my Lions supposedly have the 11th hardest schedule. Goff better return to the $212 million investment, 12-5 at best, 10-7 at worst. Yeah, the Lions.
Jared Goff he's really revived himself. If I'm going to be completely honest here, I didn't expect that. Especially at the start of the deal when they traded him, he was like damaged goods. Yeah, it's like this is a bad deal. $100 million guaranteed. And
he'd already played in a Super Bowl, though. You know.
Yeah, but he wasn't deemed not good enough.
He wasn't going to win a Super Bowl with the Rams. You know, no, not with that team. But I would say this: the Lions were a couple Dan Campbell mistakes from going to the Super Bowl. Like literally, I said that all year. I was like, Dan Campbell is going to cost you a chance. He's going to get you a chance at the Super Bowl. And he's going to cost you a chance at the Super Bowl. And I was exactly fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
Oxenator. If Baron Leverkusen wins their final Bundesliga game and then wins the Europa League, the DF should stream the DFP Pokal final between Bayer and FC Kaiserslautern next Saturday, as they could go the entire season undefeated. I would not. That would be very funny for me to stream live Bundesliga soccer. I'm not going to do it. Right. I'm going to decline because that's probably at like 4 a.m. or some shit. Or even if it's, I don't know, I would not be qualified. It would be like me and you streaming an F1 race. It would be like we would say things wrong and people would just yell at us for being idiots.
Yeah. And it'd be the blind leading the blind.
Yes, and it would be a bunch of.
I understand it. With football, understand it. Baseball, understand. Basketball,
yeah, it'd be a bunch of like yelling at us for not knowing things.
It's like it'd be like me broadcasting an MMA match or something like that. Like I know nothing.
How are the Knicks doing? Sorry.
God of tax evasion.
The Knicks are actually winning. Okay. God of tax evasion.
Is Anunoby still out? Because I know he was out.
I think OG. Let's look at the box score here.
While you're looking at that up, God of tax evasion. Padless football? Ain't that just a rugby with forward passes?
It is, but it's fun. It's like they have like plays. Odunobi is out, or he has not checked into the game.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can probably.
So is Milton. Milton's not there. They have McBride. Yeah, it's tough to win when you don't have Julius Randle and you don't have Odunobi, and they have to run only basically 8 players. It's really tough. And then Brunson has to play like 42 minutes. It's really tough for the the Knicks somehow advance. Like it's going to be a hell of a coaching
It's
job.
because the Pacers are cursed. That's probably why.
Well, fuck the Pacers.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, by the way, there is an update here. Your friend OG Anunoby is likely out to miss the remainder of the playoffs against the Pacers.
Damn.
That's a tough blow. Sorry, brother. Sorry, man. John Radcliffe.
Caps.
I'm 6'4". Brittany's 6'2". She's legitimately beautiful.
Oh.
I think a big pet peeve with a lot of women is they don't want to date a guy shorter than him.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but then some 6'5" guy will date a girl that's like 5'3". And like,
I mean, that's
so
just
that
fun
just
stuff.
ruins
Nothing
everything.
wrong with that.
But I'm just saying that ruins it all for the short, like the 5'8", the short kings can't get a girl who's 5'3", and then the tall girls can't get a girl who's 6'5". It doesn't help anyone.
Well, I mean, you can't mess with love, baby.
But you don't see a 6'2" girl dating a short king. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
Some people have giant, like mommy fetishes, giantess fetishes. You never know. Some people like that shit.
Giantess.
Yeah. Some people, I don't like that shit, but there are a lot of people that apparently do.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen like some of those commercials like for Hero Wars? It's like they have these random giantesses where like a dude's trying to free a girl. It's like, yeah, somebody has that fetish.
Mm-hmm. So the tallest girl I've been on a date with was about 5'11". The tallest girl I've like dated, like had a relationship, 5'8", 5'9", and it wasn't a problem. Honestly, I'm tall enough.
I think it was like 5'11" or 6 foot.
Yeah,
I want to say it was around.
I was tall enough to where it wasn't ridiculous, and she would be nice enough to not wear like 5-inch stilettos, you know, like to not insult me. But I don't have a problem with a girl that's like 5'9" and below is fine for me because you know I can do things to get up to 6 feet for sure, in public.
Yeah, you just got to wear stilts. I get it.
Yeah. Anyways, Toon Link Main. I went to Renelle's graduation last Saturday when she becoming a graphic designer. I tried to give her Christmas from early 5 months ago, but couldn't find her, and I was left alone.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, buddy. Damn, that sucks. But congrats.
Congratulations.
On her graduation.
I mean, a graphic designer. I mean, it's big shit. I mean, you were a graphic designer. I mean, you technically are.
I was. Well, yes, I still am. I still design all my thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
Because I that's one thing that I won't give up for a while. Because
I'll zoom that in.
No, I already read that one.
I mean, I will do Zachary Hayne. Avs fan here. We're all the way done. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs right now. Dallas is whooping our ass. The way they're playing right now, they should be a Stanley Cup final team, dude. This should have ended in 4 if Dallas didn't choke game 1.
It could be scary, like for Dallas. How many finals have they been to in the past 10 years? They lost.
They won in 2020 in the Copa Cup.
Yeah, I mean, and then they've made deep runs too.
Made a couple deep runs, but they had some trouble for like a couple years where they only made it out of like the first round once or twice.
It would be amazing.
Last year, made it to the conference finals, and he just ran out of gas against the Knights.
It would be shocking for someone like Jamie Benn to go his career and not win a cup. That guy's been amazing.
I mean, it's not just that. Ryan Suter, Chris Tanev, Matt Duchene, Joe Pavelski.
Yeah. Who's the goalie for?
Jake Ottinger.
Yeah.
Like you have some really great young talent on there. Miro Haskin, Wyatt Johnston, Logan Stankoven, Jason Robertson.
Right. And the Canucks might emerge on the other side.
So far, I mean, the problem is Edmonton keeps choking because they have no fucking goaltending. Yeah. They choked game 1, and then game 3 they dominated, but they had no fucking goaltending. Like Edmonton's going to choke it again.
Yeah, Michael Orm. This was a while ago. Come on, 5. Everyone is offended by everything these days.
Oh yeah, everyone.
We gotta speed this up.
Even us.
Jags are getting a new stadium. I've never need to hear about London ever again. Now bring me T-Law extension and Super Bowl run. Yeah, the Jags are basically rebuilding Duval.
Yeah, they finally approved it. They got it through.
Michael Orme. Also, the NBA is back to NBC. Round ball rock, anyone? Don't we have that theme? Can we play it?
See, it just makes you pumped.
It does. I remember being in college, like Sunday, the Knicks would take on the Heat. It'd be like a really ugly game, you know. There was a lot of fighting and shit, and I would just get hype as shit. You know, John Tesh wrote that song.
Oh yeah, Tesh wrote that song, and mainly it's like you'd be hearing Marv Albert on the call and just roll to town.
Yeah, good old butt biting Marv. He used to bite ass. Remember? He bit that. He hired a prostitute and he like got in trouble because he bit her ass. You don't remember that?
I remember he got arrested. I didn't think it was for that.
Yeah, he was biting a woman's ass. Ghost Dog 814. Paul Skeen's gonna go down the Garrett Cole route.
Well, of course, I'm already accepted the fact that he's going to get traded in 5 years from Magic.
Yeah, but he's better. But Cole was garbage as a Pirate. Like he was
Cole
not
was okay.
good.
He was okay. He had bad moments though. I mean, he laid some duds in the playoffs.
This is funny. David R. Did you catch Harrison Butker's commencement speech? I know he's accurate on the field, but he was wide right wing on this.
No, that's Tyler Bass would be right.
Okay. So how come people get all offended when someone makes right wing points, but someone could literally call for the end of Israel and they're being lauded, right? Like I don't.
There are people that flip out over that.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, but why does everyone get offended for everything? Like, it's just someone's opinion.
Well, you have to remember, nobody can have the opinion except your own opinion. Remember, it's the dangers of hive mind, and we're both guilty of this too.
Yeah, I know. James Lindsley, in
that case, I'll just roll.
Well, everyone got mad at fucking Adam Schefter for tweeting negatively about Dwayne Haskins. You know, actually, the more I look back at it, I was like, you know what, Schefter didn't really do much wrong.
Well, I mean, it was weird to say at the time. He just could have said yeah, this guy sucked. It's like he just said it's just like Dwayne Haskins, Steelers quarterback. That's all he had to say.
Mm-hmm. James Lindsley, my best friend, who is the niece of Ben Wallace, so she is a Piston fan and wants the lottery gone. I don't blame her. Who got the top pick again?
Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta got it, and Detroit dropped to number 5. Mm-hmm. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, well, and they had the worst fucking. They had the best odds.
28 consecutive losing seasons. This is the equivalent of the Charlotte Bobcats. Remember when they lost the number 1
they never
pick
got
to
the
Anthony
number
Davis,
1.
and they got stuck drafting Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit.
Jared Warren, How to Destroy Career, starring Harrison Butker. No, the dude can kick, dude.
No. I mean, if they get rid of him, that's pretty much you've got the right wing version of Kaepernick in that.
Come on.
You don't want it. You can't give him.
Sean Watson.
It's just the commencement speech. It's
I don't
not
get
like
it.
he said anything
if you can
that
still,
bad. I believe he was talking about more
right. Justin Tucker could literally probably. Let's see what's something awful that Justin Tucker could do. Remember the Giants cut Josh Brown because he fucking couldn't kick. I get he beat up his wife, but they were just like, dude, you're not good enough. If Justin Tucker had, if you're good enough, they'll be like, oh, you got to go to therapy. We've got to treat this person. He's savable. But if you're mid, they're like, oh, sorry, dude.
Oh, that's how the Steelers.
You're not good. Yeah, look at Deshaun
Ben
Watson.
Roethlisberger was a massive piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, two different people. Yeah. They kept him around and then gaslit us into thinking he was a fucking family man.
Yeah, that's how it works. If you are serviceable and you have fucking, that's what I'm saying. Kaepernick, if he could have still played football, no one would have given a shit.
Of course, if this were 2012 Cap, he still would be in the NFL.
Trevor Bauer is different, but Bauer has a beef. Bauer will not back down from. He just won't keep his mouth shut. And that's the thing. Bauer can still fucking shove.
Well, the thing with Bauer is that he went against Major League Baseball. That's why he's being blackballed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Rhino.
With his certain behavior on the field, I don't think many people have much sympathy for him. So it's
yeah.
I mean, he is getting screwed, but it's still, it's you're kind of an asshole, so nobody really feels bad.
It sucks because he can still fucking show.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind him on the Pirates because I mean, let's be real. The Pirates
could use him.
Domingo Herman or Aroldis Chapman. They have no moral high ground to stand on.
Yeah, Michael Irvin stabbed his teammate's neck, but there was no video of it.
Marvin Harrison allegedly was involved in killing a guy.
Yeah, I know. Red Rhino, CB punishment for Tom during his Euro trip. He needs to dress as Joost Klein and do the Euro Papa performance. What is that? Mike C, I am a 5'4" guy. My ex is a 6'3". Damn. That must have been a hot couple right there. You 5'4", she's 6'3". Did she pick you up and put you on her shoulder and shit? That sounds hot right there. I wish I could see a picture of y'all. Anyways, Cheesehead Joey, NBA on NBC theme makes me think I'm about to watch Commanders versus Panthers on Thursday Night Football. Interesting.
I mean, tank pulls. Tank pulls.
Toonling Ming says, remember I told Tom Grossi that I like Renell. I guess Renell is like a friend of yours?
I'm guessing. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Crushes are weird. I hate having.
Yeah, I know how that is, man.
I wish I was.
Usually it's unrequited.
I got stood up on Saturday.
Karma. That's what happens when you were talking all that sex talk last week.
No, like it was sucked, dude. Like, because we made okay. Let me. All right, chat. Let me ask you this: dating etiquette. Okay, it was Friday. I was like, hey, I'm in town Friday at 10 in the morning. I said, hey, I'm in town tonight and tomorrow. Do you want to do something tonight or tomorrow? And she's like, well, I have a birthday party to go to tonight. Let's hang out tomorrow night. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, why don't we meet at the Georgetown waterfront at 7? And like, I didn't even think that would you even confirm for the next day if you make the plans on Friday, the day before? Would you confirm?
I would confirm. I would just say like, hey, are we still doing this?
All right. So next day, 7 o'clock, right, is the time. At 5 o'clock, like I was busy all fucking day, right? I had shit to do. 5 o'clock, I sent her, well, actually 4:50, I sent her a text. I said, hey, are we still on tonight? Okay. So I did confirm, right?
Did she confirm back?
She did not, but I was like, you know what? Maybe she just missed it or whatever. I was like, you know what? We made the plans yesterday. You cannot be this ignorant that you forgot that we made these plans. Like, you know that we're going.
Were you talking like throughout the day yesterday?
No, we weren't.
That's probably why.
Saturday. So I sent her a text at 4:50, and then I was like, hey, are we still on? I was like, I'm going to go anyways. Like, I'll just be there at 7. I'm assuming that you got this and that you'll be there. So I went. I showed up at 7, and then I said, hey, I'm actually here. Yeah, but we made the plans the day before. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you cannot be that ignorant that you forgot in 24 hours that you had plans at 7. Like, literally, anyways, I confirmed. Okay. I didn't just show up, but I did. So I showed up at 7, and then I said, hey, I'm actually here. She sends me a text at 9:30, 2.5 hours after. She's like, where are you? She was like, where you at? I'm so sorry. And that's all she said. I was like, huh? I was like, first of all, you didn't confirm, right? And I went, and you text me 2.5 hours later to ask me where I'm at, and then not even really act upset.
Maybe she's looking for a quick hookup. You never know.
I don't know what she wanted. So
but
I said,
here's the thing.
But she asked me where I was at.
Later. I'm actually surprised she even responded to you. I thought she was just ghosting you.
I'm sorry. No. So I said, yeah. So what kind of response is that? So I said, hey, I left a long time ago. I actually went to hang out with my sister who happened to be out. And I was like, I am here. And that's all I said. And either she was going to walk in the door or not. And she didn't respond to anything. So it was about 11, like an hour later, she hadn't responded. So I just blocked her I blocked her number, and then I blocked her on Instagram. And I was like, fuck off.
Oh, that's why you met on Instagram.
No, we met on Hinge.
Oh.
First, we met on a dating app. So like
you said like you met on Instagram and you slid.
I think what she wanted to do was just get rid of me. Like, I think she just wanted me to stop asking her. But I asked her before. I was like, hey, if you don't want to hang out, it's fine. Like, I don't care. We live fucking, I live an hour away. Like, I know this is not a good idea, but like, why would you make plans with the intent of not actually going through with them? That's just fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. Worst part about it, she was like a 10. So there'll be another guy that will just come along and do the same shit.
Well, that's probably why she's able to get away with the stuff she does, because there's a bunch of other people in the pool.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm talking to somebody I really like who shows up on time and is reliable and trustworthy. So
There you go.
it's fine.
There you go. This
It's
week's
just
random
another sign, that I should date this other person.
This week's
awesome.
random NFL player from the past and one of the best names. Wide receiver Nick Toon. Yep.
Former
son
Jet.
of Al Toon.
Yep. Al Toon was a Jet, right?
Yep.
Nick Toon was
he a Ram?
He was a segment on Nick at Night, right? Nick Toons.
No, it was actually before, but
everyone's right.
He was a Saint.
I did block her, and I had to be strong. I could not. To give you a little context too, she had already canceled on a date with me once, so it was already strike two.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck her.
Phantom Observer for 5 Canadians. So if Russell Wilson can't bring the Steelers past the wild card round, do you figure he'll consider retiring in 2025? If he gets another contract, I don't think he will. I think he'll still try to keep playing.
He doesn't have much left in the tank, to be honest with you. Like the old school Russell Wilson, is gone. Is gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's a low end starter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're hoping for. Like he'll mesh more with the system than he's in. He's not going to carry a franchise. He has flashes of that old glory, but it's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the kind of dude who really loved that trade for Denver at the time of the trade, which it's like, what the hell? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think we all got fooled because we had all these veteran players who kept being elite until they were 40. Tom Brady, Eli lasted a while, Drew Brees.
I mean, Tom Brady is my age. Tom Brady played at age 45. Fucking won a Super Bowl. He definitely was doing some type of HGH and bullshit, but
maybe you'll never get that from him. You'll never admit that. It was all the stretching.
Howie Carson, no Mays, it's fool me. Can't get fooled again. That's right. Can't get fooled. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me. You can't fool me again. According to George W. Bush. All right, we made it an hour. We should have some more NFL. Actually, we'll probably pivot to the NBA, NHL next week. There probably will be no NFL news at this point.
Buddy.
Other than something happened at minicamp. Oh, Kaiser and Glory trying to sneak one in. I saw 2.5 hours of Jason Whitlock talking with AB. It was eye-opening as much as it was painful. AB blamed the media for everything bad and called it trauma. He truly needs GBIS. AB is the type of person that will never take accountability.
Yeah. AB's never going to accept any responsibility for him. That's just that's just AB.
Yeah, we might stream the schedule reaction if we're doing nothing. But yeah, it's not a huge big deal.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stream it on Twitter.
Maybe.
All right.
People love the live stuff.
If people love the live. All right. Thank you everyone for coming out. We'll talk to you soon. Might do a show on Thursday. I don't know, for a clickbait. Who knows?
I don't know what's going on.
I think Brandon's still out.
I know Brandon was on vacation. You were doing baseball practice. Scooter was at Disney.
Yeah. So
all the good stuff.
We love y'all.
Absolutely.
See you next week. Peace.
Shooting for an